There's 18 minutes to go for close. Ambareesh Baliga is now joining us to take us through what he's making of things. Ambareesh, good to have you with us here. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, Prashant.
Hi. So, by the way, just before we get to what you like, and you have a name that we will get to. Any thoughts on the market itself, Ambareesh? Are we in for a bit of a pullback, extended pullback here?
No, in fact, I think markets are clearly in the downswing. I mean, looking at what's happening globally, I mean, we really can't be an oasis for too long. I think the last 1 month, whatever move we have seen, it was, as if we were against the global markets. I don't think, when you have heat all around, you cannot really avoid that. So the way I see that the markets should correct further. And I think that 17,200, 400, I think that was a very good support. With that actually broken, I think we are clearly headed towards those 16,000 levels. I think that should happen possibly in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay, mid-cap IT is selling off, by the way, right now. You know, Intellect Design, L&T Infotech, Coforge, all these names are seeing some significant selling pressure. Ambareesh, good afternoon. Would you buy any of these names I mentioned? Intellect, Coforge, L&T, Infotech?
As of now, I would possibly avoid IT. That's what I've been saying for a while, except for a stock like KPIT, which possibly I look at buying closer to about levels of 520. And among the larger ones, possibly TCS is something which one can look at buying again from a longer term perspective, because at least the next 2 to 3 quarters don't really expect the IT space to really perform, except for the fact that rupee is weak. I think that's been a small trigger. Otherwise, I think order flows could in fact get slower, compared to whatever the managements have been saying. So I would be a bit cautious at this point of time.
Bit cautious at this point of time. Let's get to your pick, HDFC Life, Ambareesh. Has this been on your list before as well?
It's been on my list earlier. I mean, although it performed for a while, again, it corrected decently well. So at the current levels, it seems like a good buy with not too much of a downside, despite the markets possibly going down further from here. I think the downside is decently protected for HDFC Life. I mean, again, among the most dominant players in the Indian life insurance sector, with an excellent distribution network, about 383 branches, about 300 distribution partners. VNB margins have been around the best in the industry. It's around 27%. Product mix also is quite balanced with non-par protection and annuity business more or less equal. The banca channels also have been showing extremely good growth as far as HDFC Life is concerned. The new relationships with Bandhan Bank, IDFC First, and Yes Bank have been showing good. If you look at the AUM, it's about 2 lakh crores last quarter, which is about up 10.5%. And if you look at the Q1 earnings, they were also more or less in line. Gross premium grew at around 23% Y-on-Y. PAT has increased by about 21%. So overall, if you look at the performance, look at the growth going ahead, I think it's extremely good. Despite that, the stock has underperformed, so which is an opportunity. And if you look at the Exide Life integration, that's also on track. So I'm valuing HDFC Life at about 3x FY24 EV. That should work out to about a target price of 680. Which is about 30% from here.
Okay. Ambareesh, what is going right with Cipla? It's just been one of the best sort of stocks, and in a sector which is not doing well, pharma.
No, that's true. But then, I won't really look at buying Cipla at this point of time. There are quite a few contra bets in pharma. Pharma sector overall itself is a contra bet. But in that, I would surely look at stocks like Alembic, which I had recommended earlier also, Alembic Pharma. And despite that, it has corrected. So I think that's a good buying opportunity. The other stocks which we're looking at is Lupin, despite the sort of negative results which they've been showing for the last, close to 4-5 quarters. But still, I believe that over the next 2-3 quarters, we should see a bounce back as far as the Lupin earnings are concerned. So I think at these levels makes a decent bet. In fact, I'm looking at a price of about 930 to 950 for Lupin over the next 1 year.
Okay, well, of course, now, Ambareesh, stay on. We have more questions for you. The